Aloha. Austin Keloa Sawukoi Noa Piha. Hi, my full name is Austin Keloa Sawukoi Noa Piha, and today, for my super species project, I'll be presenting the plant called agaveras. It's a mix of the plant called agave, aloe vera, and moss. So the first page is all my table of contents and where everything is located in my portfolio. So this is my picture for the plant agave that I drew. It took me about 5-10 minutes. So I'll read you guys the top part. Agave is a very interesting plant to learn about. Agave is a natural sweetener, so we can use it as sort of a sweetener for our food instead of using so much sugar on our islands. Agave could grow pretty tall. Agave can grow about 20 feet tall if grown properly. I wanted to use this trait so we could get a lot of sugar in big chunks at a time, and it also has high yields of energy biomass. So what I want to get out of this plant for Hawaii is I want it to be able to grow, because it can grow tall. I want it to have like a lot of sweetener, so we can have a lot of sweetener in just one little plant, or big plant, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so my next plant that I'll be doing is aloe vera, and this is the little picture that I drew for it. So let me read you guys a little thing on the top. Aloe vera is a very cool plant to learn about. Aloe vera is also a plant that we have here in Hawaii already. We have the environment that it grows in, so it'll be easy to grow. It gets energy from the sun. The plant rarely needs water, so it will help with the water that we use. The plant grows in offsets, so it will help with the production of the plant. And it also produces asexually and can be used as a food source. So with aloe vera, you can actually eat it, and it's not very delicious, but you can still eat it, so it will give you nourishment to your body. And it's also a good remedy for a sunburn or any type of abrasion that you may have on your body. It'll like soothe it and cool it down if it's like really hot and stuff. And when it produces in offsets, that means it produces in big bunches. So if you ever seen an aloe vera plant, they grow in little bunches instead of just one leaf at a time. So it'll help us a lot with how much it grows. So this is the picture that I drew for the moss. So moss can grow in a lot of places, but I chose the ice biome because all my plants, the agave grows in the desert. The aloe vera can grow in the desert, or it can grow in nice wet biomes, or humid biomes we have over here. And ice biomes are what the moss is, although moss can grow in a lot of different places. Here's a picture I drew for the moss. Yep. So moss may not sound like a very cool organism to learn about, but trust me, it is. Moss also gets energy from the sun, so it's easy for it to get energy, so we don't have to keep supplying it. It also has a special water storage, so it does not need a whole lot of water. So what that basically means is that the moss, when it soaks up water, it has a little water storage inside of it, so it doesn't need to have a lot of water, almost like a camel. It has a defense system of a chemical compound. They also don't have roots, so they can grow a lot of places. So when they don't have roots, it means they can grow in a lot of different places. They're not like centered to soil or dirt or soil or like other places where they want to grow. You can pretty much grow it anywhere. And right here's the little picture. Sorry, it's not great. The picture of my super species. So my super species is called agaveras. It is a mix of agave, aloe vera, and moss. It takes most of the traits of all the plants. It uses a chemical compound in phyllingthretin, which is from the moss. So that's how it kind of stays alive. I took the leaves from the agave plant and mixed them with the aloe plant. So I got both of the leaves. And then I took the moss by itself and I made that kind of the root of the plant, even though it doesn't have any roots. It's just kind of like the base of the plant. So the agave and aloe vera leaves will be growing on the root. So this is the flowering my super species. This is a little picture that I drew. So my super species has a total of 1 flower trait. The agave flower trait is the trait of the plant. So, with the agave flowering trait, the plant can die after it's done flowering, which is kind of sad in a way. But, however, if you cut off the blossom of the flower before it's completely flowered, then you can save your plant. Our super species does not have any fruit, but it does have a type of food source that you can eat, which is aloe vera. And agave is the sweetener, so it can get most of the, energy. So it can get, you can eat it. Plant gets the energy from the sun, and it gets water from the moss's storage system, and my species produces asexually. Alright. Now, here is the root and leaf traits, I believe. So my super species has a mixed leaves trait, and it also has 1 root trait. So I took the leaves from the agave and the aloe vera, and I combined them so to make 1 spiky leaf and 1 fairly smoother leaf. So agave can be spiky, but it can also be smooth. Aloe vera is kind of a spiky one. The spiky one kind of will help defend the plant in a way, also with the chemical compound. And you can eat both of the leaves on the plant if you wanted to, if, cooked properly, I guess. And so the moss doesn't really have any root because it's a very, very, very prehistoric type of organism. And it can grow anywhere where it's like humid and wet or like hot, or not even hot. So it's perfect for Hawaii because we have those exact type of climates in our islands. Okay. It's kind of a confusing picture right here, but I'm going to read off what it says so it might be a little bit less confusing. So my super species has a very cool trait which allows it to live pretty much anywhere in the world. What I did was I took plants from all types of climates and I crunched them together to make 1 plant that can survive everywhere. I took moss from the paraglacial environment, which is a very cool environment and cold. I took the agave from the hot desert biome, and I added the moss. What's it called? And the moss is from the paraglacial, so it's like a hot and cold mix. And I took the aloe vera, which can pretty much grow in hot and wet environments, so it's an all-around plant that I've made that can pretty much survive anywhere. And this plant should thrive because of the way it's built and how many survival traits it has, and yeah, it can live anywhere, so it's not really going to die out, and it has survival traits, which will help it stay alive, Okay, so it's not common for my plant to come in variants, but it also can come in different types of variants right here. So my plant has 4 variants, and for all different environments. 1 variant supports the cool environment, as such of the paraglacial environment. 1 supports the hot environment. 1 supports the wet environment. Yeah. And then there's 1 that can just kind of grow anywhere. So there's 1 that mainly grows hot, mainly grows cold, mainly grows in a wet environment, and then there's 1 that mainly grows anywhere. It can grow anywhere. So those are the 4 types of variations that my plant has. And sorry for these last couple pages. I didn't really know what to draw, so we just have information. So with the food self-sufficiency, my agaveris plant is good for both humans and itself. The plant has a water storage in its system in the moss that will keep it from getting dehydrated, or that will keep it hydrated, and will get the plant through any type of climate in the world may throw at it. And for humans, the agave will produce naturally sweet coating for the humans that can consume. And the agave has also, you can eat it, and it's good for sunburn. So the plant really helps itself live, and it also helps humans live. Sorry, I'm running low on battery real quick. So the food self-sufficiency ties into symbiosis as well. The humans will keep the plant alive, and they'll have good food source as a natural sweetener. They'll also have a good plant. They can grow in large numbers for Hawaii. And yeah, they'll have, so that's what symbiosis is. So I drew a little picture right here, so no threat. So there's not really any environmental threats to these animals or this plant because it's kind of like an all-around plant and kind of survive anywhere. So yeah, if there was like a really like dry season or a hot season, maybe that might be an effect, but I don't. But as far as I can see, there's no really threat. And sorry, this is a little bit, but this is my little bibliography. Sorry, it's not a lot. And then, yeah, that's pretty much my whole entire thing. Okay, thank you for watching. Sorry guys, cutting it a little bit late, but I forgot to show you guys my step 1 kind of research. In my step 1, I completed the packet. This is my step 2 research. And here's my step 3. And I was kind of sloppy on this drawing, but you know. Ugh. And here's the packet itself. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.